Wambalele, the gold Africa. Wambalele, the gold Africa. This is the time to break through the ceiling. This is the time to reach for the sky. Yes, if we try, we can climb on top any mountain. This is the time of our lives. Now everybody say, this is the goal, Africa. This is the goal, Africa. Wambalele, the goal, Africa. Wambalele, the goal,
Okay, it's another beautiful evening on your screen. My name is Cynthia Agbo, and of course, you know I'm definitely not going to do this alone. Hi, referee.
Hey, hi, Cynthia. How you doing?
Are you giving me bad eye?
Why would I do that?
Yeah, just in case you don't know, of course, if it's your first time, this is the Goal Africa reality TV show. And of course, we are here to tell you everything that has been going on in the house. So now, we did tell you the other time about Rita Yankee's birthday. And maybe we didn't do justice to just tell you, but I'm sure you watched it, you saw what happened. It was amazing. It was emotional. I think for me, I felt like, whew, the tears, the happiness that comes afterwards. And what did you do to these guys, Rev?
Well, what exactly?
Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, you just put up something that can make a person feel like, okay, what did I do? And then at some point, poof, you're like, you didn't even do anything.
Well, the thing is, of course, the fact that you're here in the house, you know, for them, it's imbibing it in them to just portray the good character, and of course, with no misconduct at all times, because, of course, the Good Africa reality TV show is something that it doesn't just stop at coming for the show and just leaving. The moment anybody is leaving, you're meant to be a better person. Sure. So eventually, they get to, of course, monitor and watch things they are doing, the things they are doing wrong, and of course,
they have good behavior.
Yeah, which is very, very important.
Exactly. And in case you do not know, this particular edition, the second edition of the Goal Africa reality TV show, is called the Game On edition. So everything these housemates are doing, they just have to put in their A game, because it's like, if you snooze, you lose. And of course, let's not forget that we had Poloke's birthday too, and of course it was amazing too. And but maybe the guys don't really show so much emotion. Is that it?
Well, there was, but the thing is, you know, Poloke at a point, he was almost feeling like the birthday wouldn't be celebrated, you know.
Oh.
But you know the usual thing now, the Good Africa always has surprises for them.
So
the day was almost passing, and then it was feeling like, wow,
they won't do anything for me, or they've done for Rita, they won't do anything for me.
You know that kind of feeling. But eventually, it came up when they least expected it. And it was amazing. It was amazing. They enjoyed themselves.
It was amazing.
Who Which decoration?
There's a liver. 1, 2, 3 persons, there you liver. Yeah, now.
Now, decorate the table.
Now, chairs in the plane, and I mean, so they drop and there. Now, chairs family.
You need to use your 1,500.
So, are we ready? Are we ready?
They spell your name.
And now, Paul okay. Or which one? Polo or Paul okay?
Anyhow you want.
No. Are you ready? Somebody give me a P. Give me an A. Give me a U. Give me an L. Give me an O. Give me a K. Give me an A. Give me a Y. All together. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Tears of joy. He's shy. Happy Where are Kukuruku boss? Take the walk, take the walk. Sorry. Now, Suki, what do you say?
I don't know.
You never touch ground. You never touch ground.
You don't
You never touch ground. Your body never touch ground.
Can you see you? Lemon.
I want Charlie in here.
You don't want to Alpha, girls, now make una help her continue. Maybe say that. Wait, I said it better. We go through this. Not be you. Now we go through that. They don't shake our body. They don't shake our body. They don't shake our body. What about what does it? What about the table? Wait.
How about I don't pop champagne? Don't pop out.
The people.
Which one?
I got your name.
Now only you now.
Your name now people.
Let's wine and dine.
I own this shop, I made a eat for it now. This is a long dish, you don't need to.
So guys, from here we are going dining.
Please give me.
From here, dining. Once you go down the staff scenes, once you get your thing, let's go to the dining.
Hey, Paul. Please take my wine. Wait, don't give me wine. For me.
Come on, dance now. Yeah, take a minute.
When the landlord It's another end of the year promo again. Oh, become a landlord in Promised Land Estate with just 800,000 naira. This promo now, wow! With this Promised Land end of the year promo, everybody don't turn landlord be that. Oh, whether you be civil servant, businessman, businesswoman, doctor, immigration, custom, police, army officer, this opportunity now for you. Oh, hurry up! Don't let this amazing opportunity pass you. Invest in your future today. This offer is valid on few plots. For more details, call 08027057730 or 08082072259 or download Promised Land Estate app on Play Store and Apple Store. Promised Land Estate, the future is sure.
Maybe the whole Africa also celebrate my own birthday. Anyway, don't worry.
Well,
No, without surprises anyway. No.
Your birthday is on the 25th of December, so it's been in your village.
Did I tell you my birthday is 25th of December? Please. You guys should not listen to him. My birthday is not 25th of December.
Oh, yeah?
I'm a proud Capricorn, so just think of Capricorn dates.
Definitely not falling within this time frame of the show.
Okay, you got it. All right, so now apart from Paul Oke's birthday, now this week has been, like we told you guys earlier, it's going to be a roller coaster of everything. And talking about roller coaster, when you hear roller coaster, the next thing you hear is emotions. So I would say that this week, the housemates got to an emotional position. And you know that point where you have to talk about your life. Trust me, if someone asks me about my life, I won't say anything.
You know, and at that point, a lot of them got so emotional. So emotional that, you know, they started sharing so many things that normally maybe they wouldn't want to share. Of course, getting in that atmosphere, it was just an atmosphere of pouring everything out. How the kind of experiences they've had over time. There were some funny things I had actually, you know, some very funny experiences.
Are they funny?
Well, to me, some of the things are actually funny because, I mean, at some point when they were sharing things, some of them were laughing at some things.
Okay. Now, guys, the thing is this. We are not going to tell you what they said. But one thing you do know is that if you're not close to a tissue paper, just take it by your side because you might just get into that mood. But my most exciting part of this experience is the part where one of the housemates said she had to put her parents to order. And she was like, you don't do this. It's my life. I won't tell you who. So just sit back, relax, and watch the experience. We'll be right back.
I don't really have anything to say that is bad or cried about. Nah, except when I lost my dog. Aside that, everything has been good. Oh well, God has been good. Being here, it's been fun. I've always wanted to be on the stage or the live performance or TV reality show, and I got the opportunity. And yeah, it's been good. So life has really beats difficult, seriously. This is not where you want to play, and this is not the pattern you want to play, but you have to obey by the rules of your coaches, your managers, and your teams. So it's a little bit difficult, but you need to learn. And it's not what you play. Every part of your team needs to play. So you may be playing hard, working hard, but someone is not doing it. I actually started my local career at the age of 15, when I really started with a local team from my area. So I really ball good, play good, and I think my happiest moment in football is winning my first trophy and getting myself a medal. So actually, 2009, when I went back into secondary school, I went and met with my coaches, my school sport coaches. So actually, I think it's the most difficult decision that I made so far. I was converted to a central defender, and I hate defending so badly. So seriously, it was very difficult. I nearly gave up playing football.
I have experienced on three centrals at one point in my life, and love lesson learned. So I always say I have bitter sides and I have sweet sides, because I take every side that it comes and I pick the positives and I learn my lessons and I move on Apart from a home with a silver spoon, everything on the platform, maybe it's from going to the best schools, to having everything you want to do at that time when you ask for it. You know, and at some point in my life, it stopped. But the good thing was, I was happy it stopped at the point where it stopped, because if it hadn't stopped then, maybe I won't be the person I am now. My mom is my best friend in the whole world. Nothing comes between us. We fight a lot. We trust us. Come between the fights, it leads to make sense. I come from my house with 4 kids, and just practically everything is as simple as it goes. Everybody is alive. We are peace, no stress, no drama. So for me, the part that hit me the most was, I think February 1st, 2021, when I lost my grandfather. Basically, I'm the person that takes life one day at a time. If it's going to work, it will work. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. Just do your best and leave the rest. Whatever it is you are aspiring to do, whatever you think you want to become, do it as much as you know it. And let the rest of it go. As simple as that. Don't make life too complicated. It's moments when we start to make life complicated and we start to find life difficult.
I want to talk about my life story, which I'm making brief. It's about me becoming a musician way back. I was actually having an interest, though my parents were not in support. But this is my uncle. That was actually supporting me to become what I desire to become. So along the line, I was being encouraged, but there was no platform for me to really showcase what I really have. So it was only my uncle that kept supporting me then. He kept supporting me, providing those logistics for me, taking me to places, also for me to showcase what I really had then. So, but the worst moment of my life was when I lost my same uncle. So I had to drop that interest I had then and pursue education, which my parents supported then. So here I am today. Should I say, let me just say I'm happy. At least after my education, I was able to secure a job without knowing anybody. A job that I just made, I just applied and I was called for an interview, and like they say, history.
I want to briefly talk about my life experience. I think my happy hour was, or my happy time was during when I was a baby. My parents are still taking care of me and going to the church, dreaming to be a singer, a musician. And I was in the choir, I sing. Along the line, I have a change of mind, and which is, I vowed to myself that I want to serve this country through sports or any of the armed forces. I've been working harder to see that I meet up to my dream. As somebody that wants to serve this country, that's the biggest challenge is I was opportune to come to the stadium, and that was 2014 to do a screening when the Dentiasia, Sunday Mba, and Joseph Yobo all came to look or select players that will play for under 20. So I was opportune to be among the 40 that were selected. But just as we talked earlier, you know, politics in the system of Nigeria had spoiled so many things. So I, along the line, was out of the list, which I don't know what happened. I'm very, very grateful today that I happens to be here on this program, because it gives me the opportunity to said or to air my problems. I want the support of whosoever that will come, because I'm still on my dream to play for this country.
When I was a kid, I always wanted a blue check on IG. So I put my best in it, focusing on my music career. Yeah, all day, all night, music, studio, stuff like that. My worst challenge, I was sleeping and I got a call around 2 a.m. in the morning that my mom is ill. Yeah, because she's an asthmatic patient. So she needed an inhaler. Where will I get inhaler from at that time? I don't know. So I just took money, enter street, we find chemist. Luckily, I found one guy who owns a chemist shop, opening his door. That's how God saved her life that night. So I was happy. Then the worst one, I think, when I was playing football, a competition, and I got a mandible problem, that I went for a mandible surgery. That was hell. Like, it's very, very painful. I cried for 1 month because I go through a lot of pain.
I mean, I've been having a bad experience since I'm small. Yeah, losing my parents, losing my only sister. It's very bad. It was very difficult for me to. When I was 7 years old, I lost my dad. When I was 16 years old, I lost my mom. So things had been very difficult for me. Well, even going to school, for me, I want to go to school, but I don't have that chance to go to school because I lost my parents. So I'm very happy to be in this show because all my life I've not been to any TV show or any show like this.
I was born in Kaduna, and after the Sharia crisis, a lot of things went wrong. You know, properties were destroyed, businesses were crushed and all, and it affected my family too, my dad especially. In the year 2000, my mom took ill and she couldn't make it, she died. I was 8 years at the moment, and that was my first blow.
Sorry.
So, after our burial, after 2 years, my dad died as well. So since then, it's been very difficult for me. I went into my shell because as a child without parents, there's limits to what you can do and how you can express yourself. So I went into my show, tried to be a good girl, be obedient, do whatever it is. Because if you don't, there is nowhere to go to. Just have to cope. It was like that. We were two, by the way, I and my older brother.
Stage name ONG. Well, the story of my life, a lot to say about myself. That will tell you guys as little as I can. First of all, I came from a polygamous family where my mom was the fourth wife, and I actually lost my dad early because she came as the last wife, and it was tough for me growing up to see a family where you're supposed to come out as a big boy even from the little stage, and things changed at your own time, and it became somehow tough. So it was more like my mom was the breadwinner, and she passed through a lot to bring us up, and seeing yourself and your siblings and your elder brothers, but a lot of potentials wasting because there's no helping hand. During my school days, my elder brother dropped out just for me. So, and I got through my school days through stress and a lot. With my mom advice, I never relent. I always call her my heart owner. Because I so much love her, and seeing myself in this platform, if I left home, I called her, I say, I need your prayer again. Prayer to excel, not prayer to be the only one. Because I know there's so many potentials, and then a lot of people are coming, but excelling, you must not be the winner among people, but you will still excel if it's a platform for you, if the grace is there. So I called her, I said, pray for me. And she prayed for me, and I know my prayer is working. And I thank God for today, I thank God for the program, and I believe today and tomorrow will be better.
I come from a family of six boys precisely. And I have my mom, still alive. I have my dad, still alive. And to me, I feel that's the biggest blessing for me. Having your both parents alive. Because you have so much grace to enjoy from them. So much. You can get every support from them. Morally, spiritually, even though financially, it's a little of bits and bits. I love fashion, which makes me a fashionista. I love showbiz, and I hope to be one of the superstars out there someday, maybe through music or through fashion.
When the landlords think that they are chasing you out of their house, they don't know that they are chasing you to your promised land.
It's another end of the year promo again. Oh, become a landlord in Promised Land Estate with just 800,000 naira. This promo now, wow! With this Promised Land end of the year promo, everybody don't turn landlord be that. Oh, whether you be civil servant, businessman, businesswoman, doctor, immigration, custom, police, army officer, this opportunity now for you. Oh, hurry up! Don't let this amazing opportunity pass you. Invest in your future today. This offer is valid on few plots. For more details, call 08027057730 or 08082072259 or download Promised Land Estate app on Play Store and Apple Store. Promised Land Estate, the future is sure.
Alexandra Eligushi Ladidayo. And obviously, as my name implies, I'm from a royal family, the Eligushi family of Lagos State. So most times the name as I don't know if I should say it has been a blessing or a curse, because anytime you just go anywhere and you mention your name, a lot of people just see you as this like rich kid and stuff. Not knowing it's a very, 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 very big family and it's a polygamous family. So my mom was the breadwinner of our home. We are 6. So my mom literally had to do everything for us. From school to feeding to, name it. It was just her. And it was like always very difficult. It was really, really difficult at one point in time. There was one time that I was so upset at my dad. I was really upset that I had to leave the house. I left the house for like a year. I was just on my own. Just, because I was upset. I didn't like what was going on at home. My mom called me and said, come back home. What's happening? She kept calling and asking me to come home, but I refused because I was like really mad. And then the next call I got was that my dad died. That I've lost my dad, so I had to go home. And I just felt really bad because everybody was there by his bedside before he died, except me. I felt very bad because I didn't get to see him. I didn't get to tell him that, okay, I was just angry over nothing. I've forgiven you. I love you. And stuff like that. So most times, even up till now, when I sleep, I still see him in my dreams. And like, I really wished I went home. I really wished I saw him before he died. I really wished I told him I loved him. I just really wished I said a lot of things to him. That was one of like the saddest moment of my life.
I've been to fashion design before. When I stopped, I started going to school. From school, I meet a lot of people. So I go from there, making my life. Because I'm someone that always dream big. I don't want something small. I always dream big. I want something big. So I have to fight for myself to make everything happen easily for me. So I've been on street, making my life. So, and I always find it difficult for me to stand in front of, even to have a conversation with a woman sometimes, I have it difficult for me to stop a girl, talk to her, so blah blah blah. No. Because I always think when you also have your things, everything you want comes around you. So I really appreciate for this platform. Like I can stay in front of camera, explain my feelings to my guys, to everybody.
The best time of my life was when I gained admission into the Jerry institution. I had strived for a long time to get into there, and when I finally got into one, prestigious one at that, I was extremely excited, and I did my possible best to get myself into and through it. The saddest part of my life was when I was younger, and there was this woman there was a friend of my mom's that came to meet my mom and said that there was this Christian modeling platform that were having auditions few days time, that if I was ready, that they could take me for auditions, me and her daughter. So my mom was extremely excited for me. She told my dad, they initially, they couldn't accept, he couldn't accept it. And my guardians couldn't accept the fact that I was going for a modeling audition. When here in Nigeria, everyone says they're going to stick with you. There are so many discouraging things they say to you, so you don't go. Eventually, the day came, and I was set to go with we were supposed to meet the lady and her daughter so we could go together. On the day we were leaving, there were some mixed feelings. My guardians discouraged. There were discouragements left to right.
So I ended up not going. It was one of the biggest opportunities of my life, and I missed it because I couldn't make decisions for myself. I let other people make decisions for me. At that point, I made up my mind. This plane that I'm flying, I'm the only pilot. And I don't care who else is on that plane. You all are passengers. If I say this is what I want to do in my life, you sit and we fly together, or you get off the plane. Anyway, things changed. I started striving for myself, and the modeling contracts that I wanted to get, I didn't get that one because I missed the opportunity. But I was able to get others, which was kind of close to that. But doesn't mean that I'm satisfied. I'm getting there every day. Hard work, diligence, perseverance, not giving up, telling myself tomorrow will be better than today.
But moments of my life which I experienced when I was in my 300 level in Kogi State University, where then I discovered that I had a fake admission. But the happiest moment of my life was when I got matriculated once again at Ekiti State University as a chemistry student. A friend of mine in Abuja, when I came visiting him to introduce me to this platform, the graphical reality TV, when I applied, I playfully, I was just fortunate. I was very fortunate when he called me, when I had a call that I've been picked to be one of the housemates of the graphical reality. So, fine, I'm here, and I thank God for everything. Very fun. Though I aspire to become a model someday, so I believe this is a good platform for me to explore that. So that's all I can.
My dad died when I was very young, so I didn't really enjoy the father love. I came from a wealthy home. When my dad died, the family called the wives that they want to share the properties. So they told my mom that mere looking at her, she can still go out there to look for another husband. So they won't share the properties equally. So my mom said, anyhow, just give out something. When they gave us our own part, my mom called us that, okay, this is the last one. I know you're very, very young, but you can see everything that is going on. She has a cool room. She sold it. She wanted to travel and leave us. She was duped. So she came back to us and apologized, and she told us she's going to be with us no matter the situation. Now I'm happy because I can't even believe everything that is happening to me. I'm one of the happiest young ladies. Let me say this. I'm rich. Yes, I know that because God changed my story. Before I came for the show, I was robbed by unknown gunmen. They attacked me. They took my 11 Pro Max. And immediately I make a call. I called my godfather that I was robbed. He said, okay, tomorrow morning go to Ikeda, go and pick a new phone. I'll send more money to your account. Just go to wherever you're going to. So I want to say a big thank you to my godfather. I know you can see me right now.
My dad once told me this. The wall of Jericho are not built in the same day. There's one thing that I really appreciate our family is the coming together. We don't leave out our family, any our family members. They're always attached, supportive, and very protective about each other. And this one thing that I really love to keep on and never leave out this training that our parents really passed down to us. I really like to explore this potential that I've really found, which is the content making. And sometimes, luckily enough, I'm able to be one of the housemates of Global Africa Season 2. I really like to explore this potential to see how far can come up with this. And so help me God, if this is the way I can eat my food on entertainment, because I've never dreamed of being in entertainment line, being on shows, reality TV show. I've never dreamed of being on the reality TV show or being on the TV set. So any way that God planned this for me, so I will just accept it by faith.
Alright guys, so welcome back. We're talking about some of the things that happen in the house and of course the life challenges and experiences that the housemates have to share. Cynthia.
So now, just before we forget, we did tell you the other day that we'll be having an eviction show on Thursday. Oh, I lied. Because it could come anytime, right, Ref?
Yeah, that's what's up.
I didn't want to put you under pressure because I know you love seeing these guys. I need to hurt you to see them leave on Thursday.
Well, you know, eviction in the house is something that can be expected at any point in time. Any point in time.
Exactly. So, if you're voting for your favorite housemate, you're voting for your friend, your loved ones, your brothers, your sisters, just make sure you keep the votes coming in because you never know the time when Christ will come. Alright, so now we did tell you that something else was coming, and that is the fact that our YouTube channel is very, very active. So you may not be able to see everything on your screen. I'm emphasizing on everything because the truth is this: 1 hour is not enough. So go to all our social media platforms, especially our YouTube channel that is, of course, on your screen right now. And, of course, watch every single thing. We would have showed you the diary session of the housemates, but we can't do that. So,
yeah, of course, we're keeping that for the YouTube. If you go to our YouTube channel, you can actually watch everything that you're not going to see on TV. It's all on the YouTube channel. Trust me, there is so much for you to actually watch and see. There's so much you'd like to hear from your favorite housemates. A lot of things that are going to wow you when you hear from them.
They want to know who they like, who they don't like, who they want to leave. I mean, who do you want to leave the house? This person. And sometimes when they say these things, it's not because they don't like the person. But of course, again, it's a game. Somebody just have to go home.
And you know what happened? Of course, talking about the diary section, something you're going to see on YouTube, some of them were asked, who would they like to nominate for eviction?
And what did they say? Whisper.
They mentioned different names.
Oh, but there's a particular name that kept recurring, right? Well, just go follow it on our YouTube channel. Maybe it's your person. I mean, that can be very threatening, you know, when many housemates have to mention a particular name and say, we want this person to go. It doesn't have feeling like either they don't like this person or what. Or is this, you know, these days people use the word vibe a lot. So maybe they don't really vibe with this person.
In fact, there's even a particular one who mentioned his friend's name, somebody who is very close to
That's betrayal!
It's crazy. When I heard this and I was like, what? Is this happening?
Yeah, with the way you're talking, if I don't stop you, you might likely just spill the tea. So don't worry, just go to the YouTube channel, all right? And get all the juicy information, who is leaving, who you don't want to leave, who they like the most, who they don't like the most. Just go to the YouTube channel and, of course, find out. See, I'm trying to cut you because there's this gist that I don't want it to pass. Yeah. The last man standing game.
Oh my goodness.
Tell me about it.
Let's see what happened in the last man standing. You know, these guys took this thing very serious. That game was something.
But this is serious.
It was a game that tested their endurance, that tested how agile they are, and of course for those who are very fit. And man, I was marveled.
Before you get marveled right now, said, guys, you guys should just don't tell me to pity him because in the next edition he's going to play that game with me and I'll know if he's going to win or not. Are we in? Yes, we are in.
Anytime I'll win you anytime.
No, you're not playing it with me to win me. Okay. It's going to be like a punishment to you.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Oh, really? So I can stay for us.
You will stay like that to the end of the show. I will finish presenting.
Funnily, it won't be punishment to me because I like fitness. Has to go high like this, not like this.
The gold
next person runs on the floor until the last
the gold This is the time to break through this feeling. This is the time time of our lives. Now everybody say, this is the goal Africa. This is the goal Africa. Africa, Wambalele, 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 the goal Africa. Wambalele, 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 the goal Africa. This is 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 the goal Africa.
When the landlords think that they are chasing you out of their house, they don't know that they are chasing you to your promised land.
It's another end of the year promo again. Oh, become a landlord in Promised Land Estate with just 800,000 naira. This promo now, wow! With this Promised Land end of the year promo, everybody don't turn landlord be that. Oh, whether you be civil servant, businessman, businesswoman, doctor, immigration, custom, police, army officer, this opportunity now for you. Oh, hurry up! Don't let this amazing opportunity pass you. Invest in your future today. This offer is valid on few plots. For more details, call 08027057730 or 08082072259 or download Promised Land Estate app on Play Store and Apple Store. Promised Land Estate, the future is sure.
Wambalele, 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 the goal Africa. Wambalele, 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 the goal Africa. This is the time to break through the ceiling, ceiling. This is the time to reach for the sky, the sky. Yes, if we try, we can climb on top any mountain, mountain. This is the time of our lives. Now everybody say, this is the goal Africa. This is the goal Africa. Africa, Wambalele, 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 the goal Africa. Wambalele, 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 the goal Africa. This is the goal Africa. This is the goal Africa. This is the goal Africa. One leg,
Legs up. Second leg touches the ground.
one leg,
Second leg touches the ground.
one leg, the goal Africa.
The other person wins. If the second leg touches the ground, the other person wins. Legs up. Legs up.
One leg, one
Legs
leg,
up.
all Africa. My egg, this is the goal Africa. Africa, one leg, one leg, one leg, the goal Africa. One leg, one leg, one leg, the goal.
Two hands forward.
This is the goal Africa. One leg, one leg. This is the goal Africa. Africa.
Twisted.
One leg, one leg, one leg, the goal Africa. One leg, one
Your hands
leg,
up.
one leg,
Your hands
the goal Africa.
Your hands up. Hands up. Go. Go.
One leg,
Go.
one leg, one leg, the goal Africa. One leg,
This
one
knee.
leg,
Then.
one leg, the goal Africa. This is the time to break through the ceiling, ceiling. This is the time to reach for the sky, the sky. Yes, if we try, we can climb on top any mountain, mountain. This is the time of our lives. Now everybody say, my egg, this is the goal Africa. My egg, this is the goal Africa. Africa, one leg, one leg, one leg, the goal Africa. One leg, one leg, one leg.
Everyone go straight to your rooms. Straight to your rooms, not at the lounge. To your rooms, you go freshen up. Then you ask to come to the lounge.
This is the goal Africa.
Shima! Like they say, whatever has a beginning must definitely have an end. But hey, it's not the end. It's just the end of this session. Right, referee?
That's what's up.
Yeah, because I know that if I put the show to an end, right? If I tell you it's coming to an end, you won't believe me. And me, I don't even want it to end. But then again, I feel so happy whenever I have to come here and talk about all the activities of the housemates. And of course, we'll be back again.
Definitely.
To tell you guys all the juicy things that these guys are up to.
Because there's actually a whole lot to talk about, really.
I still feel that they have not even unleashed half of their talents.
All of this we're talking about is just the tip of the iceberg.
When it gets to week 3, what would possibly happen?
And you know, some of them are still hiding in their shelves, like they're still
breakouts,
little by little,
breakouts.
And little,
I want them to bust forth like the morning. So with that, we've actually come to the end of this particular show today. Do not forget that you can go to our YouTube channel. Very, very important. And of course, visit our Instagram and our Instagram handle. It's actually on the screen. So go check out all your favorite housemates. Their Instagram handle is also there. Drop a like, drop a comment, support them, encourage them. Give them love so that they would feel happy that somebody out there really cares about them, right?
And of course, on our Instagram handle, we have some of the games and the tasks that they've been handling in the house. So you go on our page, of course, and comment, like those games, like those things they are doing, and let's have your comments. What do you think about how they performed in the house? Were they good? As a team, was it very fine? As an individual, how did they do it? We would like to see your comments on the games and the tasks.
Yeah, I know you miss me, and I miss you too. I can't wait to see you on Friday. But please, you don't have to miss him, okay?
Because you'll be seeing me every time, I know.
Just decide. Okay, just give him small likeness. So we're saying bye-bye.
Bye.